Good afternoon, YouTube family, and happy Father's Day to all the real men holding it down and real fathers holding it down. This is Jerome, and I've got another video for you, and this is going to be entitled Don't Even Think About It. And this is basically about the thought process of us as Christians. And I'm a type of person, a lot of things wander in my mind. And I mean, that's because I guess of the different things that I've put in my head over the years. Different TV shows and things that may have been unhealthy music. Listen from everything from, Tupac to Nas to Puff Daddy or PD, whatever his name is now, and Britney Spears, just different types of music, and a lot of it was not positive music. It may have had a underlying message that may not have been positive. And also just watching different TV shows, such as, Three's Company, The Game, just different shows that may not have had a positive message in them. And in watching that, and on top of that, just the environment I grew up in high school, there are, different people, just like in most high schools, who, do different things. So when you don't have anyone aside from one parent teaching you anything, you get different ideas because, as much as I love my mother, she was a awesome mother. One thing that she failed to do with me was really give me the talk about sex. So all that I learned about sex was from what I saw on TV, what I learned from, hearing through other classmates in school, and of course through experimentation. And that may not have been the best way. No, maybe it was not the best way to learn about sex. And I mean, that's also how I learned about, language, bad language, just hearing people cuss. And, I would cuss all the time. And I learned about being sarcastic watching the Golden Girls because I can have a very sharp and sarcastic tongue. So, I mean, just different things that I allowed to put in my head. And, once you put those things in your head, you begin to think about those things constantly. You think about sex constantly. You think about checking people constantly. You think about being upset with someone constantly. I mean, just different things like that. So sometimes what we put in our systems is not the best thing to put in our system. So how do we change that? How do we change our thought process? When you spent 30 some odd years of your life thinking one way, how do you switch to thinking? Well, I was reading a devotion a couple of days ago, and it was talking about how we can easily allow different things to influence our minds and how to stop that from happening and focus only on godly things. And it mentioned not putting your mind to that thought, not even thinking about those thoughts. So, in other words, when I'm thinking lustful thoughts about someone, I need to put my mind on something else. Some people say that, if you just continue to pray about it, it'll go away. But what this says, you can't even think about it. Don't even, because if you just continuously pray about it, yeah, you do need to pray about certain things. But if you just continue to pray and ask for prayer and all that, I mean, that thing is still in your mind. What we need to start doing is to refocus our minds on godly things and ignore those evil or impure thoughts that rise in our head. So when you're thinking about that woman with those voluptuous breast, or she might have a behind that you may admire in a lustful way. So, I mean, it's not to say that you can't admire someone's beauty, but, there's a difference between admiring and oogling and saying, I want to hit that. Yeah, give me some of that, baby. You can't be doing that as a godly man. You can't be doing that to another woman. That's your sister in Christ. You can't treat her like that. But what you need to do is to focus your mind on something else. So instead of focusing on her body, focus on her mind. Focus on her smiles. Focus on God. I mean, focus on something else godly. Change your mindset. When you are on the road and you get that person who tries to sideswipe you or cut you in line on the road, skips you or speeds past you, don't be thinking, you son of a... Oh, no, don't think that. You need to think of a godly thought. You just think to yourself, hey, I mean, you had to get to where you need to go, so go ahead. I forgive you. We need to change our mindset. Instead of hating someone for what they've done to us, it's Father's Day. A lot of us have not ever met our fathers. I'm one of those people who have never met their father. Then we have a lot of single mothers out there who had fathers who either abandoned them, or the baby father either abandoned them, or they may have had a situation in which they fell on good terms, and there's issues regarding child support. He doesn't pay enough, or doesn't spend enough time with the kids, and you're bad mouthing him, or just the relationship in the ugly, and you may be just treating him like dirt, and he may not have done anything wrong. He's trying to do the right thing. So, women, don't take that anger out on him. Think something positive. I mean, there must have been something about him that attracted you to him, that allowed you to lay with him. So just think of his positive qualities. He has at least one, because apparently he had to have had one to allow you to open your heart and your body to him. So just, think positive. Switch that negative into a positive. Instead of saying that no good deadbeat baby daddy of mine, just say, my child's father, he needs prayer. I mean, help him, Father. Change your mindset. Instead of thinking negative, think positive. Instead of thinking of things half empty, think of them as half full. Instead of saying, I'm broke, I don't have enough money to go to the movies, I don't have enough money to buy a new outfit, think about it as, it could be worse. I could be dead. I could not know Jesus. I could be homeless. There are people homeless, and even if you are homeless, I mean, it still could be worse. So we need to change our mindset. Instead of thinking that, okay, I'm short, I'm 5'5". Instead of thinking that I'm short, I'm a shrimp. Okay, I'm vertically challenged. No, I mean, I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to think of my positive things. Instead of thinking of what may be wrong with me or what I may not like about myself, I need to think about what's good about myself. Okay, no, I'm not the tallest person in the world. I'm not athletic. I am a klutz. If you meet me, you know I'm a klutz. I can't dwell on those things all the time. I need to dwell on my positive things. I love to write. I'm a good writer. I have a good heart. I'm a giving person. I like to make people feel better. I'm good at the work that I do. I'm good at technical stuff. I'm a great lover. And any woman who is lucky enough to, allow me into their lives, I will prove it to them. I can be a good, great father one day. I mean, think of the positive things about you and not the negative things about you. Rethink your mind. And maybe, just maybe, slowly but surely, you'll change. And that's what I had to do when I was coming out of the things that I was in as a non-Christian. Sex. I used to think about sex all the time and having sex and who I'm going to have sex with next. I had to change my mindset. I had to replace those thoughts about sex with something else that was positive. So instead of spending my Sunday afternoons trying to find someone to have sex with, I found godly friends to spend time with. And I started going to church. Things like that. Instead of Tuesday nights going to online to find somebody, I would go to Bible study. Wednesday nights, doing the same thing. Instead, I would find a different event. Thursday nights, now when I'm not at work, I'm going to Bible study with the men's ministry. I mean, it's just different things to preoccupy your time, different lifestyle changes, changing your thought process. So those lustful things, those evil, ungodly things, don't even think about it. Think about what is godly and what is good. This is a short but sweet message, so I hope that you get something out of it. Once again, to all the fathers, happy Father's Day, and just a little PSA, ladies, we love you. Single ladies, mothers, we love you, and we appreciate all that you've done for us as children. But let the guys have this day, Father's Day. We celebrate you on Mother's Day, so let the true fathers, stepfathers, and godfathers, let them have their day. And we still love you, and, just respect their day for them. In the meantime, I'll catch you next time, and God bless.